Hey guys, it's Vesa with Superior Sports Shop, here to talk about some surfing tech tips. So surfing in the Great Lakes region, the biggest waves, best surf usually comes in the fall. The weather is cold, and the most important thing to enjoy the surfing and stay alive in the water is your wetsuit. Now wetsuits come in all sorts of ranges, from various thicknesses to hooded, non-hooded, and there's a suit that will basically you can use for any situation that you're going to surf in the Great Lakes. Now, typically in the summertime, the water's warm, the air is warm. You don't need that thick of a suit. You can get away with a 3mm suit, and you'd be warm all day long surfing, basically from June to maybe September. Now, once the fall comes around, you're going to start, it's colder air, water starts to cool down a little bit. You're going to want to step up that suit size to a 4mm. And what I'm talking about is the thickness of the neoprene. Okay, so typically a suit will have different thicknesses in it. Usually your core around your chest, where you're going to have the most heat loss, is the thickest part of the suit. The arms are going to be a little bit thinner. So when I reference a 4-3 suit, it means I have 4mm of neoprene on the chest, and then 4 or 3mm on the arms and on the legs. So this is just basically a rear entry full suit, 4-3, and this one basically I surf almost until the end of October with a 4-3 suit. This is plenty warm. Now for the hardcore guys, you're going to come into winter, December, January. As long as there's no ice, you can still be surfing. Now this is where you really got to get into the thicker suits. This one, it's a top entry suit. It's a really short zipper. You got to squeeze into the wetsuit right from the very top. And basically what this allows is no water penetration to come through your back, and you're sealed off very good in the top. Now 6mm in the chest is very thick, and this will keep you warm. People panic and think, oh man, it's cold, this wetsuit's not gonna keep me warm. I sweat when I'm surfing with these 6mm suits in the middle of winter. So these will keep you warm, keep you dry. These typically have a hood on them that's lined as well, keeps your head warm and keeps the water out. We have hoods and gloves that basically can complement these suits. So gloves, boots, hood, you can take your 4mm suit, make it into a thicker suit, and you're going to be set to surf into November. So just like with the wetsuits, boots come in different thicknesses as well. Basically based on, according to the weather, the warmer the weather, you don't need a stick of boots. Basically these are used to protect your feet from rocks and the shore, basically the lake bottom when you're surfing. So rocks and stuff, it's nice to have boots. And just like the suits, the gloves also come in different thicknesses. So you can get a thin glove if it's not too cold, and you can get a thicker glove for, once you start approaching the winter surf. Now gloves come in different shapes. You can get a mitt, which I actually prefer because you get more surface area as you're paddling through the water. But some people don't like the feel of the mitt, so they have a preference of wearing a glove. And again, all the gloves and the mitts, they come in the different thicknesses, and you just basically size up. So warm, you're at a 3mm, cold, you're up to 7. Okay, so if you're going out to buy a wetsuit, you need to make sure that the wetsuit fits properly. You don't want a wetsuit that's too long or too big on you. The purpose of the wetsuit is to be snug, and what it does is it absorbs a little bit of water, your body heat warms up that water that comes in, and that's what actually keeps you warm in the lake. So if it's too loose, the wetsuit on you, you're going to let too much water in and your body won't be able to warm that up, and it'll add excessive weight, which will make it really hard to paddle. Alright, so there's a little bit of information on wetsuits for surfing in the Great Lakes. Now, get yourself a suit, get yourself in the water, go have some fun.